Right now, our world is defined by uncertainty and unpredictability.
Right now, we need to be creative in how we perceive and control problems.
Right now, we must reframe and embrace our challenges as opportunities.
Right now, our future is unscripted, but we must persevere.
But at Enactus DCU, we know that innovators are the best predictors of our future because they themselves create it. That is the mindset behind our motto, perseverance is power. Today, we are excited to speak with you about just 2 of the 5 projects we have been working on this year to impact 899 lives and generate revenue of €9,375.
Introducing Dyslexia, a unique and highly scalable software program that we've developed over the last 18 months. Dyslexia has already won multiple awards, and it's on its way to becoming a highly impactful and profitable social enterprise.
How do you feel trying to read this message? Confused? Frustrated? The message reads, if a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. This is a simulation of what it is like to have dyslexia. A fleeting glimpse into the ongoing challenge faced by 780 million people around the world. This means that of the expected 1,000 viewers streaming this video right now, approximately 100 of you will struggle to read our annual report.
Dyslexia's story began in 2018 when we came across the concept of dyslexia-friendly books. These books offered a wider line spacing, a wider word spacing, a bigger font size as well as style, and they all had a pale yellow background.
Although beneficial, our needs assessment outlined the flaws of unmodifiable print books. So we asked ourselves, how can we provide customized support to the dyslexia community?
Our software leverages adaptability of technology to provide customized solutions for people with dyslexia in a user-friendly way. Firstly, users complete an online questionnaire, which identifies the exact modifications that will maximize the user's experience. With the data, the software automatically tailors the visual and textual formatting of any web page for every single user.
Dyslexia customizes font size and style, as well as background color and line spacing. Coupled with this is syllable splitting, word-to-picture functionality, as well as paragraph delineation. The result? Up to a 50% increase in reading speed and accuracy by our users. This fosters personal agency, it grows confidence, and it greatly impacts our users.
Dyslexia is now also tackling the serious issue of diagnosis. Studies from the University of Michigan indicate that 546 million people with dyslexia remain undiagnosed. We collaborated with experts in DCU's Special Education Unit and consulted with Dyslexia Association Ireland to develop our new Dyslexia Indicator. Our accessible indicator will report the probability that someone has dyslexia and will even offer direction to those who wish to access services, including joining the dyslexia community. We would like you to meet one of Dyslexia's users. Due to the personal insight this testimonial involves, they've decided to be voiced and shown by an actor.
During my school years, my confidence was totally knocked. Nobody understood what I was going through. This is when it started to stand out for me, what most people call stupidity. I think I was too young to understand dyslexia and why students bullied me. I would stay up all night studying. I had a point that I wanted to prove. Every time I worked so hard and a D came back, I was heartbroken. Since downloading Dyslexia, I found it much easier to read online. The screen turns a tinted pink for me, which makes it easier to concentrate. It's the small things like this app that mean the world to the users who need it most.
Dyslexia's growth and scalability rely on a sound business model and pricing strategy. For our individual plan, we use a freemium model. Users get all the essential features for free, which can increase reading speeds by up to 30%. For access to full functionality, which can increase reading speeds by up to 50%, users pay an annual subscription of €36. Our educational plan adopts a social pricing model for deaf, public and private schools. Our corporate plan offers an annual subscription of €30 per employee.
Over the next 3 years, We plan to generate up to €1.1 million in the Irish market. In year one, we will reach 5% of our target market across all plans, generating a total revenue of €278,000 and a net profit of €50,000 with 3 full-time employees. For years 2 and onwards, we plan to scale to 12 full-time employees.
Dyslexia has undergone a successful beta trial. It has been tested by 51 users across 6 countries, with 100% of the users noticing an improvement in their reading ability.
Crucially, we have established a partnership with Microsoft, the leading innovators in assistive technology. Microsoft have agreed to share with us their technology and technical knowledge in order to help rapidly advance our dyslexia solutions. This year, we have continued our success after being awarded DCU President's Award for Innovation in 2019. We were awarded €4,000 for coming first place in Citibank's Pathways to Progress programme. Coupled with additional funding from Social Innovation Fund Ireland and Enterprise Ireland, Dyslexia has generated over €5,700 to date.
Dyslexia's official launch will be at the end of June, where it will begin to roll out to schools, corporates and individuals. Alongside this is the development of our iOS and Android version of the app, ensuring that dyslexia is available on any platform at any time. Empowering, scalable, sustainable and profitable. Dyslexia has the potential to be a genuine game changer for the dyslexia community. And speaking of perseverance, I'd like to introduce our next project, Speakeasy.
Imagine you are about to step up onto the stage. Your heart is tight in your chest. You can feel the eyes of the entire room focused solely on you. You fear you may not be able to speak even a single word. And then you just freeze.
Well, you are not alone. 75% of people worldwide experience public speaking anxiety. Students, executives, politicians, and even me.
Public speaking allows for ideas to be shared, collaborations to flourish, and activists to be born. At Speakeasy, we work with primary, secondary, and university students to enable them to speak out and let the world hear them. This year, we wanted to improve and scale our offerings. In our needs assessment, we worked closely with guidance counsellors and Enactus mentors to innovate a curriculum that empowers students to unleash their full potential.
We use fun and engaging content to improve communication skills in a natural, relaxed, and inclusive way. Our unique process gamifies the intimidating areas of public speaking through a 3-stage intervention. Firstly, communication. Here we emphasize the importance of body language, expression, and projection. Second, development and delivery. Here we focus on the importance of stage presence, resilience, and mindfulness. And finally, the Speakeasy Showcase, where we focus on the importance of storytelling with empathy, allowing the students to be brave and have the confidence to give their passion a voice.
We developed our pricing structure across primary, secondary, and university markets. For primary and secondary, we used a tiered format targeting DEIS, public, and private schools. At the university level, prices averaged at €6 per student.
This year at Speakeasy, we worked with 528 participants through a series of workshops and events, generating a total revenue of €2,114. We received great feedback from all stakeholders involved on the development and delivery of our unique programme. Our students gained new perspectives into public speaking and storytelling. But hey, don't just take our word for it.
I was just extremely anxious about actually speaking in front of a crowd, and normally I have a fair amount of anxiety, so small things that nobody would care about would mean the end of the world to me. So thankfully, because of Speakeasy, I managed to get that thought process out of my head, and it just put me into a more controlled and relaxed environment when publicly speaking.
As you can see, Speakeasy makes real change in the lives of the people we have impacted, and it doesn't stop there. We coached and supported first-year university students over a series of hackathons to help them to become pitch perfect. Students received one-on-one mentoring to help them present their innovations in front of judges and their peers, something that many of the new DCU students had never done before.
This summer, we will be working alongside Ernst & Young to create videos for their brand new app that will be available to all their staff, giving them the skills they need to speak easy.
As well as this, Speak Easy and Dyslexia will be collaborating to innovate new technologies to help combat dysphonia, a form of dyslexia that prevents people from speaking or creating sentences due to a physical disorder caused by stress.
But Enactus DCU does not stop there. This year, we also set up Renew, a sustainability initiative with a focus on Irish biodiversity and native agriculture. This year, with our partner, Easy Treesy, we have already planted over 100 native Irish trees.
And Access Ireland, an early stage software that improves accessibility for wheelchair users nationally. This project has already received €1,000 in seed funding from the Dublin Bus Community Spirit Initiative.
Second Scoop has continued to empower international protection applicants through a series of workshops and events, working alongside Talent Garden, Colgate Palmolive and Bank of Ireland. At Enactus DCU, our passion for social innovation is producing tangible, life-changing moments. This year, more than ever.
We have invested 16,400 hours,
Created over 350,000 media impressions,
Generated a total revenue of €9,375
And had the power to impact 899 people. We are Enactus DCU.
we have the power to persevere.
Now it's time for the question and answer session. For dyslexia, how far developed is the technology? Who developed it? Who owns the IP?
This year, we developed 3 features: Dyslexia Chrome extension, the Dyslexia mobile app, and the Dyslexia indicator. The Dyslexia Chrome extension has been vigorously tested with 51 users in our beta trial and is now fully developed and ready for the market. The Dyslexia mobile app has been developed and is currently being tested. It will be ready to launch this August, while the Dyslexia indicator is a new feature that is currently being developed by the Dyslexia team and is due for a release in December 2020. Dyslexia was developed by myself, Kevin Cogan, a second-year computer applications student and team leader at Enactus DCU. The software was co-developed with Gytis Dagiotis, a fellow DCU student. The IP belongs to Enactus DCU, as the product was developed and based on research conducted by myself, Kevin Cogan, with the assistance of Dr. Ellen Rayner of the DCU School of Inclusive and Special Education, while our software developer, Gytis Dagiotis, was paid on contract work stating that all IP belongs to Enactus DCU.
The project is more than a year old. What was actually achieved since May 2019?
Due to the specialisation of the tool and the need to consult with the user and experts, time, care and attention was needed to augment the tool. In the last year, we've developed a partnership with Microsoft. We've won awards and funding amounting to €5,700. We've developed a Dyslexia mobile app. We've developed a website. We've integrated Dyslexia across the Google, Firefox and Microsoft browsers. We've started developing the Dyslexia indicator. We've worked on our branding and identity. We've successfully completed our beta testing of the software with 51 users, with 100% of the users reporting an improvement, enabling us to fully launch in June. We've successfully achieved a 5-star rating on the Google Chrome store, and we've created an online community where they can share their tips and tricks on how they deal with their dyslexia.
Speak Easy. How will the workshops be adapted in the context of social distancing restrictions?
Over the summer, we plan to scale our offerings through digital methods. We will be working alongside Ernst & Young to create video content for their third-level interns. This experience will give us the expertise to make our own videos suitable for second-level students. We will use these videos in conjunction with live interactive activities. In fact, going online gives us the added opportunity to scale our market nationwide without expensive and time-consuming commuting times. It also opens up the opportunity to bring in guest speakers. Indeed, we envisage our workshops will be even more attractive this coming year as more and more students do presentations online. We will leverage the affordances of technology.
Both projects are designed around monetising expertise. Whose expertise is it? Where is it coming from?
The Dyslexia software was designed by Kevin Cogan and co-developed by Gytis Dagiotis. The design of the software was influenced by best practice and guided by international peer-reviewed research as well as primary research in the form of user feedback. We have collaborated with leading experts in the field, including Dr. Rosie Bissett, the CEO of Dyslexia Association Ireland, as well as Dr. Ellen Rayner of the DCU School of Inclusive and Special Education. This ensures the highest standards possible. With Speak Easy, we have developed our program through an iterative process, through a needs assessment, participant review, and continued discussion with key stakeholders, including guidance counsellors, teachers, and the school students themselves. We have drawn on the expertise of various public speakers. We understand, as young students ourselves, the stresses on the experience of the students, and we can relate to them very well. One of our own, Speak Easy facilitator and Enactus DCU member Aisling McCarthy, is a fully trained yoga teacher with expertise in mindfulness and controlled breathing, lending credibility to the program.
Renew. What is the business model for this project?
Renew is a carbon offsetting and sustainability initiative. We provide consultancy to create sustainability-friendly events and also sell sustainable merchandise. We piloted our offering of sustainable event consultation at a 5-day hackathon that was attended by over 700 participants. We devised sustainable alternatives and merchandise for the event, charging €205 for our service. We also planted 100 trees with our partner Easy Treesy.